afternoon. Kenyans in the house. Thank you for hosting us. By the time I go back to Kampala, I must know some extra words. Moses has failed to teach me Swahili. And then those not from Uganda and those not from Kenya. Where are you? Wow. Let's clap for them. All right. My talk is about how we as educators are shaping the WordPress community in Uganda. My names are Dumba Steven, and that's my Twitter handle. So briefly about me, I'm going to do this a bit fast because of time. I am professionally a teacher and I teach ICT. And then 6 years ago, I accidentally learned how to use WordPress. But before those 6 years, much as I was a teacher, I've been repairing computers. I've repaired computers longer than I've been a teacher, I think. And then I'm also a teacher leader and mentor. In Uganda, we have what we call the ICT Teachers Association of Uganda, where I am the national coordinator. At least I know almost every serious teacher of ICT in Uganda, for most corners of Uganda. And as if that's not enough, any serious teacher of ICT in Uganda knows me. Those who don't know me,
they're not serious.
Let them come learn WordPress, maybe. So, Uganda has a couple of meetups. Many of them. We have Kampala, that's our mother meetup. Father or mother? But it was the first meetup. That was in 2017. And then we have someone from the Entebbe meetup. Arthur, where are you? That is the lead for the Entebbe meetup, which was started just a year after the Kampala meetup. And then Ginger meetup, where are you? We have a team from Ginger, and we have Katerega and Nina there, leads for the Ginger meetup. That was started in 2019. So you see, every year, Uganda is having a meetup, 2017, 2018, 2019. So, who can guess which meetup started in 2020? Do you have anyone from Kampala who knows? Masaka? Unfortunately, it was a lockdown. There was no activity during that time. And in 2021, there was not much activity, but we had the privilege of having Massacre. That is in 2022, just after the lockdown. And then in 2023, we were privileged to have the Lira WordPress meetup. And in 2024, we have two babies. Moses, where are you? Moses is one of the organizers for this event here. And he's the lead for the Mukono meetup. And then we have another baby, which is just, I don't know, how old is this? How many months Arthur is Guru? Arthur, could you be knowing how old Guru is in months? What I know is they started this year. About 4 months. And if it wasn't for a little scrutiny, we would have, I think, 2 other meetups this year. But I know next year we are going to have some others. So, those are the meetups currently in Uganda. I have someone from Kampala, Faith. She's the lead with 2 other ladies for the Kampala meetup. But, yes, those are the meetups, but what are we doing? In 2018, we have a teacher, a very influential teacher, called Rogers Mukalele. He invited us to join a group of WhatsApp, a WhatsApp group of people who use WordPress. And being teachers and we believed in him, we all joined, almost all of us joined that group. We even didn't know what the group was about, but it was WordPress Kampala. And we were so excited. So guys started talking WordPress, talking everything WordPress. And then as we are getting the hints about what WordPress is, that very year there was an event in Kampala, and we attended that event. That was the second edition, 2018 was the second edition of WordCamp Kampala. And by the way, we got inspiration from what I collect, the inspiration of, the inspiration about starting these meetups came from Nairobi. Because that first person, I forget his name, I know him by Frank, I know him by his nickname. He came from Nairobi and started up a community in Kampala. So for us as teachers, we got more involved by attending, just like some of the kids here. We attended WordCamp Kampala 2018, which was in November. And on the right, that is Roger Smokarele. He's the one who invited us to this event. And after the event, he makes sure he records us speaking there. The one on the left is one of the teachers, and in fact, he's very active in the Masaka WordPress meetup. So we went, joined, and it was fun. And I tell you what, for me, it was about mingling with other guys. Sometimes as teachers, there are things that are, you see, you introduce computing to the young kids. Then they go to campus and learn PHP, JavaScript, then they come back talking things you don't know. And it is true we introduced to them. So here, we were with these guys here. They were talking PHP, APIs, and for us we were there. For us we told them how to click. Good enough. The guys were good, they are not bad. But at least we joined and started. That was the first step. Then, what did we do? We encouraged the WordPress community. We asked them, we begged them that in your tracks, can you please attend to our needs as teachers and students? And that is what we are there. They did. So the WordCamps became teacher and student friendly. So what you see there, the majority of the people you see there are teachers. And we also have, this was in Masaka, student-friendly WordCamps, we mean to give them hands-on. You know how kids like clicking. So after clicking a lot of Word, Excel and Word, when you bring something like WordPress to them, they like it so much, and you see the excitement. Here we were at Equator University, and the kids were enjoying. But after learning some WordPress, by the way, for my experience personally, when I went to that event in 2018, in November, when I came back, I was like, I think I can speak at a WordPress event. And the teachers around me were like, you man, what are you up to? I said, what does it take to apply? Because the gentleman there had organized WordCamp in Tebe in 2019, 3 months later. I don't know how he trusted me, but he gave me the opportunity to speak. And I was talking about how to build a website with WordPress, just 3 months of knowledge. I remember on that day, my laptop disobeyed and refused to work. So at that university, we had the event. I saw a former student, asked him, do you have a laptop? He said, yeah. So he gave me his laptop. When he gave me his laptop, it squeezed everything in a box like this, kind of. So for me, I was used to using WordPress where the menu had words. So when it squeezed the presentation, it brought on the icons. And boldly, I was like, so one of the WordPress users came and started clicking for me as I was talking. And I passed the test, and that video is on WordPress TV. I don't know why, but I was shaking, but I was there. Then, when we learn these things, the teachers are asking questions in our WhatsApp groups. How do I learn WordPress? How do I learn this? How do I do this? So we have organized as teachers. Now, this is outside the WordPress community. As our own community of teachers, we organize capacity development workshops. What you see me there, I was addressing a group of around 40 teachers and teaching them about WordPress, because in our syllabus, we were obliged to teach our kids how to build real world-class websites. And all they knew was some little bit of HTML, making sticky stuff. So they were like, can you please come and take us through? Kabale is how many kilometers? I don't know, but I can say by bus, it takes you around
7 hours.
7 hours. That is when you use Google, but when you get the bus, it will take you some 11 hours, I think, to get to Kabale. But we went there and we do that it's like every day, we do that every day. But when we go to those communities there and teach them, we tell them we cannot come here all the time. So what can you do? Start your own communities. We encourage them. Moses Kasa, where are you? He's not here. He started the Mukono meetup because coming to Kampala for a meetup all the time was a bit hard for him. Then an 8-hour journey. But the best thing you can do is ask them to start a community, because the help is there all over. I don't know how many times these guys here have helped us, but just so much. So we start new communities, and then also we have what we call WordPress weekends. I went with Rogers again, he's on the left. This is another traditional school. Fortunately for me, this school is just 1 kilometer away from my place of work, but for Rogers it's several kilometers. So I asked him, can you please join me and let's introduce WordPress to these kids. So WordPress weekends, we either go to a school or we get teachers. Sometimes, by the way, we get teachers who come to my place. I have an internet cafe some 9 kilometers outside Kampala. So if a teacher is on my neck, I know you can, hey, by the Shiba, you come to my place, right? Just look like this. That Shiba you see there has come to my place, and I have a certain way of teaching WordPress. Sometimes I'm too busy because I have to put something in my mouth. I have to eat. So Shiba is here, is going to take my whole day. And you know what I do? You see that girl there holding that camera? I tell her, teach that teacher how to develop websites with WordPress. And the teachers also go there, sit and listen, and they'll go away comfortable. I think Shiba, that's it, isn't it? It just happens several times. Then, this year there is something we did. There is some around 60 kilometers outside Kampala. There is a community of teachers from Luweero Diocese. They are like, we've taught these kids enough of WordPress. What can we do? Can we give them a litmus test? So they organized the website competition, and all the schools in the area came. And this Dumba student you see here was invited at this event as a judge. I was like, now I'm also judging other people whether their websites, okay, whose website is better than the other. I was like, so David or someone else is also judging mine whether mine is better than. Nevertheless, I will go and I will inspire these kids. So we went there, they organized the event, but prior to this event, we had gone to this place. I've gone there like 5 times just to check on the progress. We started with the teachers, then we went with the learners from several schools. Then we asked the schools that are able to come for a competition. They came and did this competition. And here I was on one of the tables, looking very serious and telling them something wrong here, add this and this and that. And the catch is, we told them, if you do this well, you are going to get the best teams and take you to a real WordCamp. Now when they look at the pictures, when you see I'm taking a lot of pictures, but these pictures inspire other people. They are like, I need to be at such an event. So when these kids go to Twitter and other platforms and see these events, they are like, I have to be in Jinja, I have to be in Masaka, I have to go to Kampala or Entebbe. So we take these pictures just to inspire the kids, and the kids who were at this event. We got around 25 of them, including their teachers, and the gift was taking them to WordCamp Jinja. Jinja is 80 kilometers away from Kampala. Getting them to get there, you need the consent of the parents, the consent of school administrators. How sure are we that our kids are safe? Who is in charge? Where are they going to sleep? And stuff like that. Because the parents make sure these kids are in school and they leave everything to the school. Now you're asking the school to give you the kids because they're going to be for 2 serious days away. But that's not all. We also do what we call, if you went to the ICT Teachers Association YouTube channel, we have what we call Each One Teach One. In Each One Teach One, we know we don't have a monopoly over knowledge. So Stephen will teach something this week, Shiba will teach something another week, and stuff like that. So it happens on Tuesday evenings between 8 and 9 p.m. And so you'll get one teacher who will volunteer and come there and we'll take them through an hour of WordPress or anything else. But basically, this has really helped many because not everyone is able to physically attend a WordCamp or a meetup or WordPress weekends and stuff like that. So it helps them if you can do it on Zoom. And then in September, I started something else. It's called WordPress Ninjas. It's a new project. And I want to repeat this. These projects are voluntarily run. So in the WordPress Ninjas, what we do, we are like, the kids ask us so much. When are you coming to Masindi? When are you coming to Jinja? When are you coming? So the demand is so high. So what we do, we said, okay, let's give ourselves a target. We are going to train 1,000 kids in WordPress. Those who don't know WordPress, and we already have the help, the teachers are there, many of us who know something about WordPress. And then the help of my students, I came here with some 3 students of mine. Can you please put up your hands so they can see you there? And then, fortunately, WordPress started something called Next Gen Events. This is not majorly us as teachers, but when they brought the idea of Next Gen Events in WordPress, we were like, we can use the help of some WordPress. So we had an event in Masaka, WordPress in Technology, in Education Technology, where these kids come up with ideas and show us how they are using WordPress to solve societal problems. Then we also had a website projects competition in Kampala, and that is the lead for WordCamp, WordPress Entebbe, giving out a certificate to, I don't remember, this girl was around 10 years. This is a 10-year-old girl. She had also come to showcase her WordPress skills. And then one thing I've noticed in the teachers' economy, educators' economy, I mean, what do they call it? Educators, not economy, but their circles. In our circles, certificates are very important. If we come to an event like this, that will give us a certificate, sure. We were there. For us, it is important. The first question they ask, do you give certificates? If there is no certificate, they say, now, at least meant for me one, okay, only me. So what we do, we make sure we scratch our pockets and get some money for these certificates. I can see Abdi there was holding the bag for the guy. We should also start a community by the Abdi. But we can't say that we are doing this alone. The truth is, behind all these efforts, there are many other people who are helping us, some knowingly and some unknowingly. I've seen these 2 gentlemen at all our events in Uganda. So they are helping us, they give us advice, they do stuff like that. WordPress, where are you? I think they are doing something in the back. But for this particular event, I really want to thank these 2 people. Joan, where are you? Yeah, that lady there, Joan Logo said, is one of the leads for the Kampala WordPress community. So during our talks, I'm like, you know, we are going to do this and this. I want to come with Dasha, but then Joan was like, I can contribute something. That lady there got something from her pockets and contributed to make sure that these kids come to Nairobi. And then we have another gentleman called William Jackson. William Jackson is an educator from the United States. That guy is so passionate about WordPress, metaverse, and stuff like that. And he will make sure these kids attend all the events available near us. He also contributed immensely to see that these kids, for me, whom you see here, I cannot afford to bring 3 kids 13 hours away from Kampala to this event. And many teachers, many of us we can't. If it isn't for the help of people like this and the WordPress community, truth is, we wouldn't be able to have them here. And there's one thing I want to ask. Can you be like Joan? Can you be like William? In Uganda, you'll have an event, for example in Masaka. We had an event in Masaka. And of course some schools came. But you'll be surprised that a school that is just 1 kilometer away, the kids will not manage to come. Why? The Ugandans understand this. They don't have that much as the events are subsidized, still the majority cannot afford to get that money to come to that event. So I'm just appealing to everyone in the WordPress community, appealing to anyone who cares about WordPress and the future of WordPress in Uganda. If there is anything you can do, I tell you, we have hundreds of students, hundreds of learners in Uganda who would like to come to events like this, or even events near them. But we have Joe and William and a few of those. Our vision is to have a more vibrant WordPress community. We want to see more teachers who know how to use WordPress because it's now in our syllabus. We have to teach web design. And not all of them know, of course. You see, there are many things we have to do. I have to pay the bills. So I'm not going to be there to attend an event to learn WordPress in 1 hour. It may feel a bit hard. Sometimes I cannot afford. So we want to see more students attending these WordPress events. For your time, I want to say thank you. I am Dumba Stephen from Kampala, Uganda. Thank you so much.